Commercial fertilizers cost a fortune, and half the time they burn your plants or don't work at all. These 5 homemade plant boosters cost almost nothing to make and actually work faster than store-bought options. Kitchen scraps and yard waste contain everything plants need to grow faster. The difference is knowing how to extract and activate those nutrients through fermentation and extraction methods. These recipes feed both plants and soil organisms, creating a cycle of improvement that gets better each season. They're not complicated. Most take less than 10 minutes of actual work, then nature does the rest. Rice water contains starches and nutrients that feed beneficial soil bacteria. Fermenting it creates a microbial powerhouse that supercharges root development. Start by rinsing 1 cup of rice in 2 cups of water. Swirl until the water turns milky white. Pour this cloudy water into a jar without the rice. Add 1 tablespoon of white or brown sugar to feed fermentation. Cover the jar with a cloth secured with a rubber band, never an airtight lid. Place it somewhere warm, around 70 to 80 degrees. Wait 3 to 5 days until it develops a sweet sour smell like sourdough. Strain out solids and dilute 1 part rice water to 20 parts regular water. Use this mixture to water plants at soil level every 2 weeks during growing season. The beneficial bacteria colonize the root zone and break down organic matter, making nutrients more available. Root growth increases noticeably within 2 to 3 weeks. This combination wakes up dormant soil organisms and accelerates nutrient cycling for faster plant growth. Take 1 gallon of non-chlorinated water. If your tap water is chlorinated, let it sit uncovered for 24 hours. Add 2 tablespoons of unsulfured molasses. Avoid sulfured types as they contain preservatives that kill microbes. Add 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. Find a palm-sized piece of hardwood tree bark like oak, maple, or hickory. Avoid pine or cedar. The bark surface contains beneficial fungi and bacteria. Add it to the mixture, stir everything together, and let it sit at room temperature for 24 to 48 hours. Foam on the surface indicates active microbial growth. After 2 days, strain out the bark and use immediately. Dilute 1 part brew to 10 parts water and apply to soil around plants, not on leaves. Use within a few hours of straining. Apply every 3 to 4 weeks during growing season. Plants respond with darker green leaves and faster growth within 1 week. Hardwood ash contains high levels of potassium and trace minerals. Fermenting it creates a concentrated liquid fertilizer that boosts flowering, fruiting, and disease resistance. Collect completely cool hardwood ash from a fireplace or fire pit. Avoid ash from treated lumber, cardboard, or trash. Take 1 cup of ash and place it in a half-gallon glass jar with 4 cups of water. Stir well until cloudy and gray. Add 1 tablespoon of molasses to feed beneficial microbes. Cover with a cloth and let ferment for 5 to 7 days at room temperature. Stir once daily. The mixture will settle with ash at the bottom and clearer liquid on top. After a week, carefully pour off the liquid without disturbing settled ash. This is your concentrated potassium extract. Dilute heavily. 1 part extract to 50 parts water to prevent burning. Apply the diluted extract to soil around flowering and fruiting plants every 2 to 3 weeks. Tomatoes, peppers, squash, and fruit trees respond with more flowers, better fruit set, and improved disease resistance. The potassium strengthens cell walls and helps plants manage water stress. Horsetail plants accumulate silica and concentrate it in their tissues. This extract strengthens plant cell walls and increases resistance to disease, pests, and heat stress. Horsetail grows wild near streams, or buy dried horsetail from herb shops. Take 1 cup fresh or half cup dried horsetail. Chop roughly into 1 to 2 inch pieces. Place in a pot with 4 cups of water and bring to a gentle simmer for 1 hour. The water will turn dark brown. Turn off heat and let cool completely. Strain out all plant material through a coffee filter. Store the concentrated extract in a glass jar in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks. Dilute 1 part extract to 20 parts water. Spray this directly onto plant leaves in early morning or evening. The silica is absorbed through leaves and incorporated into cell walls, making stems stronger and leaves more resistant to fungal diseases and insects. Apply every 10 to 14 days throughout growing season. Plants show improved heat tolerance and recover faster from transplant shock or damage. Burdock leaves contain growth hormones that stimulate rapid vegetative growth. Fermenting them creates a concentrated tonic that helps plants recover from stress. Find burdock plants growing wild or grow your own. Harvest about 2 cups of chopped young leaves early in the morning, when active compounds are highest. Chop into 1-inch pieces and place in a bowl. Add brown sugar at a 1-to-1 ratio by weight. If 2 cups of leaves weigh 8 ounces, add 8 ounces of brown sugar. Mix thoroughly. Sugar draws moisture from plant tissue through osmosis. Mash everything together and pack into a glass jar, filling only 2/3 full. Cover with breathable cloth secured with a rubber band. Place in a cool, dark spot. Within 2 to 3 days, liquid will pool at the bottom. After 7 to 10 days, strain out all solids. The remaining liquid should smell sweet and fermented, not rotten. Store in the refrigerator for 6 months to a year. Dilute heavily. 1 teaspoon per gallon of water. Apply as foliar spray or soil drench on transplants to reduce shock, on damaged plants, or anytime you want to push vegetative growth. Apply every week to 10 days during active growth. Plants respond with darker green leaves and faster growth within days. Using chlorinated tap water kills beneficial microbes before fermentation starts. Always dechlorinate by letting water sit for 24 hours or use well water or rainwater. Chlorine in municipal water destroys the beneficial organisms you're cultivating. Making batches too large creates waste since these boosters are most effective when fresh. Start with half-gallon or 1-gallon batches you can use within a few weeks. Over-diluting wastes extract, but under-diluting burns plants. Always err on the side of more dilution. These are concentrated solutions. Using them too strong causes leaf burn and root damage. Follow dilution ratios carefully. Never apply boosters to dry soil as this concentrates them too much around roots. Water plants with plain water first, then apply diluted boosters to moist soil. Using airtight containers for fermenting causes dangerous pressure buildup. Fermentation produces carbon dioxide gas that needs to escape. Always use breathable covers like cloth or coffee filters. Rice water extract works best during active root development. Use on seedlings, transplants, and establishing plants. Apply every 2 weeks throughout growing season. Molasses yeast bark activator is ideal for tired soil or when plants show nutrient deficiency despite adequate fertilizing. Apply monthly during growing season, stopping a month before harvest for annuals. Fermented ash extract should be used when plants start flowering and setting fruit. The high potassium supports reproductive growth. Don't use on young seedlings. Wait until flowering begins and apply every 2 to 3 weeks during fruiting. Horsetail silica extract works preventatively against disease and stress. Start early before problems appear. Apply as foliar spray every 10 to 14 days, especially valuable during heat waves or high fungal disease pressure. Burdock fermented plant juice is for recovery and growth acceleration. Use after transplanting, pest damage, or when pushing rapid leafy growth on vegetables like lettuce and cabbage. Apply weekly during active growth, but reduce once plants mature. These boosters work even better when used together strategically. Understanding what each one does allows proper combining. Start seedlings with rice water extract to establish strong roots. Once transplanted and growing actively, add Molasses yeast bark activator to boost soil biology. When flowering begins, switch to fermented ash extract for potassium. Continue using horsetail silica spray throughout as preventative care. Keep burdock fermented plant juice on hand for recovery or growth pushes. Early growth focuses on roots and disease prevention. Mid-season adds soil biology enhancement. Late season supports flowering and fruiting. This approach addresses different plant needs as they develop, resulting in plants that grow faster, resist stress better, and produce more than plants fed only commercial fertilizers. Compare these homemade boosters to commercial alternatives. A bottle of liquid kelp or fish fertilizer costs $15 to $25 with enough for maybe 20 applications. The ingredients for all 5 homemade boosters combined cost less than $10 and make hundreds of applications. Rice water comes from rinsing rice you're already cooking, essentially free. Sugar, molasses, and yeast cost a few dollars for supplies that last months. Tree bark and hardwood ash are free from your yard or local woods. Horsetail grows wild or costs about $8 for dried herb that makes gallons of extract. Burdock grows wild everywhere or easily from seed. One $3 seed packet produces a year's worth of fermented plant juice. Time investment is minimal, 5 to 10 minutes of actual work per batch. The fermentation happens on its own over several days. The return on this small investment is enormous. Plants grow faster, produce more, resist stress better, and improve soil health for future seasons. Don't try to make all 5 boosters at once. That's overwhelming and unnecessary. Pick one based on your current garden needs and start there. If you're transplanting seedlings or starting a new garden bed, begin with rice water extract. It's the simplest to make and provides immediate benefits for root development. If your plants are growing slowly despite adequate water and sun, try the Molasses yeast bark activator first. This indicates poor soil biology that needs improvement. If plants are flowering but not setting fruit well, start with fermented ash extract for the potassium boost. Make one booster, use it for a few weeks, observe the results. Once you're comfortable with the process, add a second one. Build your routine gradually. Within a season or two, you'll have all 5 integrated into your garden care and wonder how you ever grew anything without them.